Alright, we're going to start with the front hook, put it in the vise upside down. Going to put the eyes on the bottom of the shank so that the hook rides down and the zonker strip on the finished fly rides up. About 2 eye lengths from the eye. Mount your eyeball. After the eyeball's mounted, whip finish that. Set it aside. Grab your smaller trailer hook. That'll go in right side up. Want to cover the hook shank with thread. About 8 to 10 strands pearl crystal flash for the tail. And you want those about the same length as the shank of the hook. Tie your rabbit strip in. If you're using regular zonker strips and not cross-cut, tie it in so the hair is flowing over where you tied it. Bring your thread back to the eye. Wrap this tight, brushing the rabbit back as you wrap. Get to the end, straight up, through the hair. Cut as close as you can. Come back and trim off hide. And whip finish the trail fly. This doesn't have to be pretty. It's going to be hidden under the zonker strip. Alright, back with the front hook and the vise now. I'm going to put down the thread base just to the bend of the hook. Take our hinge material. I'm using 60-pound saltwater monofilament. Tie in the mono on the far side of the hook. For the first piece, make sure and not to run it all the way to the eyes. Thread the tail hook we just tied onto the mono. Bring it down, and you want that loop to end just about where the bend of the front hook is. Attach that so it lays to the side of your original piece. Lash that down, and a little bit of super glue on top of that. Run the thread over the glue. Come back to the end. Put the zonker strip on the top now. You want the end of that strip to run out just to the end of your trail fly. Come in, pinch, make an opening to run your thread. Five or 6 tight wraps there, and then wrap in front of it. Bring your sparkle in, tie that right up close to where your zonker strip lifts off. Bring your thread back to where you ended the mono. As you wrap this, stroke those fibers to the rear so they stand up. And tie off. Bring your scissors in, split those top, so you got a place to pull that zonker strip through. Pull it over the top, tighten down. Trim your zonker strip. Make sure you get that anchored well. Now we're going to put the head and the collar on the fly. I do the collar in 2 steps. Top and bottom. Collar to come just to about the point of the hook.
Dad.
Position it on top. Tie it in and roll it so you're covering the top half of the hook. Turn the vise over and do the same on the bottom. Once those are in, stand the ends up. We're going to put 2 clumps in, one on the top and one on the bottom. Top, turn your vise, and bottom. Move your thread in front of the eyes. Now we're going to spin 2 clumps, 2 loose wraps, and then tighten, and that deer hair should spin around the hook shank. Push that one back, bring your thread forward and spin on another clump. 2 loose, let it spin. Pack the head back as best you can. Use your bobbin hand to hold the thread out of the way as you whip. To trim, come in and I cut to length first, being careful not to catch the collar. Trim the bottom straight, angle the sides, and the top. You missed, and that is a finished double haul.